because they will always work. And I will never have a time where I'm trying to load a game and it's like, yeah, you
Alrighty.
need to make this game compatible. I was talking to the chat.
Oh, never a bad idea.
Auto aim. So, when I was playing Nisha in Borderlands, the pre-sequel, her whatever the F key is, or
Special
whatever,
Vault
her
Hunter
special,
skill. I don't know.
her Vault Hunter skill. Yes, the skill, whatever it
Yeah.
is, her F key skill, as I call it. It auto aims because you shoot so fast, and it's very weird. I don't know if I like it. Did I finish Danganronpa 2? Yes, I finished it. I think either last month or the month
Yeah, I think we
before.
talked about it last month. I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's so
consult my
good.
notes.
It is so good. I recommend that to if you're a fan of visual novels, or
Yeah,
you
we
know
talked
what?
about it last month.
A lot of people don't realize Phoenix Wright is a visual novel.
Oh, totally.
A lot of people are like, "Wait, that's a visual novel?" And I'm like, "It is definitely a
Yeah,
visual novel."
most
It's
visual
just,
novels are puzzle games too.
yeah. So people are always confused when that happens. When they're like, "I didn't even know that," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's." But I would say Danganronpa, Zero Escape, and Phoenix Wright are on this tier of
Yep.
visual novels that are so good that you will forget that they are a visual novel
Yeah, they
because
are
they're
all
so
the way
good.
up there. Man, especially those first 3 Phoenix Wright games. Oh man, so
I love it.
good. Welcome back, Misum.
Thank you. That was a long first half.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to go on so long.
I realized that was a good partly my fault.
Oh, no worries. We are giving nothing but value to our kind listeners for the low price of $0 that they pay for this show.
That's entirely true.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready to knock out the rest of this show?
I'm ready.
Excuse me. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's talk RPG releases for November 2014. Out now, Costume Quest 2 for PC, PS3, 360, PS4, Xbox One, Wii U. I haven't heard anything about anything other than the PC version, so maybe you should go with that one. Citizens of Earth for the Wii U comes out on the 4th of November. This is the Atlas published, independent developed Earthbound clone. So it looks pretty good.
Do you know anything about it?
Not very much, no.
Okay, I'll briefly go over it real quick. So originally it was this Kickstarter
Right.
that they wanted to make an Earthbound-like game, or a modern Earthbound, basically. And the Kickstarter failed, and Atlas saw it and was like, "That's a great idea."
That game looks
So
super good.
they're like, "That is a great idea. We're going to pick you guys up and publish your game." So this is something that I feel is going to be really, really good. They
Yeah.
had like a demo that you could play, and I did play it, and I did like what I saw of it. It's got the Earthbound funny humor. It's really fun and entertaining, and there's a lot of characters you recruit and skills and stuff. So I recommend picking this one up.
I'll have to pick that up for my Wii U.
You know, more and more, I really think my next system's going to be a Wii U.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played it much lately because of Destiny and everything else on PS4, but I mean, I've got a copy of Bayonetta 2 sitting here that I need to crack into, so in between a lot of other stuff, it seems like a pretty good time to pick one up. Next game, Pure Solar and the Great Architects, coming out on the Wii U on the 6th. This is that crazy game that came out on the Genesis 5 years ago or so. And they're doing a kind of an HD version now. I think it comes out on PC as well. But I think that comes out is either already out or coming out a little bit after this. Tales of Hearts R for the PS Vita comes out on the 11th. Heard this is not good. So, not sure.
So it was one of those ones that they're bringing out over here, but I believe they're not going to be bringing over an NA voiceover on it because honestly, this game was not going to come out over here and sell very well. So they were like, well, we're going to give it to you with the Japanese voices. And
that's probably what most people want anyway, so.
Wow. There's a huge angry mob of people who are refusing to buy it because it doesn't have English voice acting. And I'm like, guys,
I think
come
you're
on.
missing the point.
You were not going to get this game in the first place, so maybe
you should support it so we could get more of them?
Just buy
with English? Maybe.
If you're a fan of Tales and you're like, man, I really wanted to play this game, just buy it. Stop. Don't be.
Probably not going to be that expensive. Much more importantly, though, Valkyria Chronicles getting a surprise release on PC on the 11th. Go buy this game. Yay! Go play this game. It's amazing.
Wouldn't that be amazing if they released 2 and 3 because this one sold so well?
You shut your mouth.
No, I am actually fully invested into that being a thing because I really want 3.
Yes, please. Yes, please. All of that.
Like maybe if all of us push to get this one good sales, maybe we can get 3 finally.
So that notwithstanding, Valkyria Chronicles is probably one of the best games that came out on the PS3, and it's one of the best SRPGs I've played in a real long time. It has an interesting story, has great characters, the art style is astounding, and it requires strategy, actually. It's so good. Please go buy it.
The gameplay and it's really, really neat. It's this puzzle-solving tactics, but not
grid-based.
Turn-based, but everything's happening at once, so everyone is shooting while you're moving your guy, so you have to think about it.
It's like it's a mix of like not real-time strategy. It's not turn-based, but it's kind of both. But it's kind of XCOM, but not really. It's really good.
Yeah. It's a really neat, fascinating game.
Yeah. Dragon Age Inquisition comes out on the 18th. PS3, PS4, 360, Xbox One, and PC. Oh, please be good. The other 2 were good. I know nobody will agree with me about the second one, but I liked the other 2.
I feel like I've heard some other people that were pretty positive about 2 as well.
I would be more positive if the dungeons weren't repeated.
Yeah, that's my only problem with that game. those dungeons, man, just probably not a mistake they're going to make twice.
Probably not.
I'm going to guess. And last but certainly not least, Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth comes out on 3DS on the 25th. Yay!
Ooh, it's good.
I'm so excited.
Have you stopped to think about like how many voice actors have changed from the original cast to what is going to be in Q?
Are there a lot? I'm assuming there are.
Over the course of all these games going from point A to where they are going to be in Q, there have been a lot of voice actor changes. Yeah. Very few of them are still the same ones. I think Ken Amada is now Labrys's voice actress.
Weird.
Yeah, you can hear it when he says Mitsuru Senpai. You will be like, that's Labrys.
That's the same guy. Oh man.
I mean, yeah, a lot of them have changed. So I think very few of them are actually still the same.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that Persona Platinum video?
Oh, that was so funny.
That was hilarious.
Oh man, that's so spot on. Yeah, if anybody hasn't watched it, just search YouTube for Persona Platinum. It does have a lot of swearing in it, so not safe for work if that's the thing that you can't watch at work. But it is 4 minutes of really on the nose of what Atlas does to us, and I'm not upset about it.
I would, if that was a real thing, I would buy it.
I actually was considering, I was like, is this real? Oh no, it's parody.
Man.
Okay,
unfortunately not. The only news story we have this month, because it's been a pretty quiet month lately, is that Dragon Age Keep has launched. Talked a little bit about it in the news stories, but I got invited to the closed beta, and now it's an open beta, so I'm going to assume that I can talk about it. If not, please don't sue me, I don't have any money. So Dragon Age Keep is really interesting. You sign up as Starfleur in chat said, unfortunately using your Origin account. And basically it goes through, and I was misunderstanding what Dragon Age Keep would do, so I'll explain what it does and then I will disappoint you by what it doesn't do. So basically, it goes through and it looks at your if you've ever linked your BioWare account to your Origin account, then it will. If not, just go to BioWare and sign in. If you've ever done that, it basically scrapes your BioWare account and finds out like all the downloadable stuff you have for Dragon Age 1 and 2, all the achievements you've unlocked, and kind of what your character looked like. Gender, class, race, stuff like that. And then at that point, it tries to make a story encompassing 1 and 2 out of that stuff that you've probably done. The only thing it doesn't do is it doesn't import your save games, so it does not import your choices, which I thought was Dragon Age Keep. So it makes it really easy, and it's actually a really cool interface because you get this thing they call the tapestry. It's just this really long set of icons that look very... they look like they've been woven into some tapestry. So it's pretty cool. And you can go in and you can say, all right, let's talk about the intro of Dragon Age 1. So you click on intro or prologue or whatever they call it, and then they say, what happened with Dog? I recruited Dog, or I didn't recruit Dog, or I killed Dog. It's like, did you cure the Mabari Hound? And then you get like 4 choices. And it's neat because you get to see all of these choices that existed for all of these, minor and major choices that you've gotten over Dragon Age 1 and 2. But if you're like me, I don't remember, like, what happened at Ferelden Keep. And I'm like, I don't know.
Where is Ferelden Keep?
Yeah, where is... Did you get Leilana? And it's like, I don't... Maybe, probably. I don't know. And it's like, who'd you romance? And I was like, nobody. I don't think. I don't remember. So... It's kind of unfortunate that I can't, like, the only thing somebody was suggesting that if you have a completed save or a save near the end of the game for 1, you can load that save and look through your journal and it should show you the choices you've made. So that would help. I don't know if you can do that with 2 or not. Now I have to dig my copy of 2 for the 360 out of some box that's laying around here, but I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that that's... But the cool thing about it, though, is they just answered this, that you can set up 9 different world states that you can then carry over into Dragon Age Inquisition. So you can say, like, all right, I think this is what I did. Here's kind of my best guess. But I also want to make another state where I can import that in Inquisition where everybody died. I just killed everybody. Or like everybody lived, yay, Doctor Who. I think that's kind of neat, but I think Dragon Age Keep, for those of us that played and really invested our time in 1 and 2, I don't think that's what I thought it would be.
Yeah, I didn't think that would be like that either.
Yeah. So still cool, but I have a bad memory. So, sorry, BioWare. All right, let's move on to tweets. This guy, Arctic Phoenix, writes in, please talk about Fantasy Life and Freedom Wars. He has more stuff. We talked about Fantasy Life. We already got you. I know virtually nothing about Freedom Wars, except for a lot of people are super pumped about it.
Yeah, I've seen... I follow like a handful of gaming journalists, and we call them journalists, gaming personalities now, and Greg Miller won't stop tweeting about it.
I know a lot of people are excited because it's a Vita game. I know that's where we're at in the Vita's life, unfortunately.
I think it's some sort of strategy RPG, like a tactics style game.
Yeah.
But I have no idea anything else about it.
I'm sorry, RPG listeners, we have let you down. Fantasy Life, it sounds really great, though. You play that? It's pretty good. You probably already have a 3DS. Everyone does. He or she continues and says, also just saw the new videos for Final Fantasy Type 0 and Final Fantasy 15. Makes me wish there were more big JRPGs coming to PS4. What JRPGs do you want to see? Me, I'd like a new Ni no Kuni on PS4. That would be nice.
Who doesn't want that?
Seemingly everybody, because nobody bought it.
I want that on Vita so I can carry it around with me.
Yeah.
Anything I have to grind with, I want on Vita. Like, period.
We're getting both Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3 on PS4. So we have that.
Persona 4, of course. Or 5, whatever.
Persona 5, that's right.
Yeah.
I was just like, wait, Persona 4 again?
No, I'm sorry.
I have to play it for a third time. This is awesome. No, wait. No, Atlas, come on. Yeah, I don't know. There's been kind of a not really a drought of RPGs for consoles, but there haven't been a ton of them.
Well, in kind of the Japanese market, game developer market, seems, and from articles I've seen online, it seems like it's kind of reforming itself.
Yeah.
And just trying to find out, how to exist in the current climate. So it sounds like they're developing an indie scene in Japan, which I think could be absolutely amazing. So.
Well, and I think the thing that's really been hard for a lot of JRPG developers, especially if you look at like Square Enix and Namco Bandai, or Bandai Namco, I don't remember, that they're so used to making a new engine for every game that once they got into last gen, 7th gen, that was an impossibility. And then they're like, well, we'll use Unreal Engine. Whoops, that went poorly. So I think that's been one of their biggest challenges, has sort of been to figure out, how do we make games now? Like, how do we make enough games that even if a lot of people don't buy them, we can still make money?
Well, and I know Square Enix is doing a lot of supporting kind of small Kickstarter projects where they'll get with the team before the Kickstarter and start promoting it.
Yeah.
And then when the Kickstarter launches, they'll send emails out. And I've actually backed a project or two because of that system.
Yeah, that's so weird. Because I noticed that too. I started getting like Kickstarter things from
Yeah, I got that email.
Square,
I was just
and I'm like,
what? Did someone send out a wrong email?
Well,
what are you doing?
And one of them I backed sounds freaking awesome, where it's kind of like about the world being reactive to your character and what your character does.
Yeah.
And all the character models looked pretty awesome, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah. All right, moving on to next tweet here. Gibbionator writes in and says, "What is the best way to go back to an RPG you haven't played in a while? Pick up from where you left, or start over. Also, the RPG in question is unfinished." Start over. I don't want to say that because none of us have a lot of time, but starting over is because you'll probably get to that one boss battle and they'll be like, you'll hit your head against the wall and you'll look a fac and they'll be like, "Oh, just do this super move," and it's like, I don't know how to do that. I don't remember. I haven't played this game for 2 years.
So, Boston, you're giving the entirely correct answer.
Yeah.
But I never do the correct answer.
I don't either.
I go 40 hours in, and then I stop playing, and then I pick it back up, and I'm like, what in the world was I doing? And then
Play
about
for an
10
hour
hours later,
yeah.
What either I figure it out or I put it away for another half year. And eventually I'll finish it.
What I would recommend is, since we all have YouTube and there are Let's Plays out there.
That's true.
What I have done is I get to this point where I pick up a game that I haven't played and I'm like, I have no idea what happened in this game, but I do not want to invest the time to play in it. And so I'll kind of jump around throughout the Let's Play.
Yeah.
Like, I won't just watch the whole thing because then I might as well have played it all over again. But I kind of I'm like, okay, let me watch a little bit of the intro. Okay. Let me jump to maybe episode 5, and I'm like, okay, I remember. Okay, so and then I just kind of jump along until I get to where I'm at, and then I'm like, got it. Okay, I'm ready to pick this game up. Because then you save yourself the time on having to actually replay the game over again because nobody's got time for that.
No, and you probably won't finish it at that point. Like, I know I never do.
I think that's one of the things that I found out is when I restart the games, I'll inevitably hit the same spot where I'm at and just put it down and pick up something else.
Yep. Yeah, that happens to me all the time. Chris H. writes in with a tweet here. Forgot this in the email. Boston, have you lowered what you're mastering the audio at? The podcasts have seemed quieter. I've been playing a little bit, or playing around a little bit with mastering the show. It may be a little quieter, but hopefully the audio levels are kind of more even. over the entire episode. So if not, then sorry, I'm still figuring it out. Adobe needs to stop updating Audition like every week. So because the last time I updated it, they just changed the whole interface. So yay.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was an interesting discovery. All right, let's move on to emails. Michael, aka Chino, writes in. He says he actually sent this over to TVGP and requested that we forward it over here. So he said, you ever come across a re-release on a console that now supports trophies or achievements and felt, oh, I got to platinum this. I love this game. Then while doing so, or after it's all said and done, you end up hating the game or just sick and tired of it because of the grind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for me, it's not even necessarily trophies, achievements. For me, it could just be, hey, you want to get the extra special sword in this game? Or
200 more hours.
get the special thing. Like, Shin Megami Tensei games are notorious for their freaking second playthrough secret bosses that are just ridiculously freaking hard. Like, they've gotten better about making them manageable over the years, but the final boss is always like, you aren't allowed to equip half of your good stuff or he's going to one-shot you.
Yeah, and also he's Satan.
Yeah, pretty much. Or the character from the last game.
Right.
Yeah, Satan was a very difficult. Or Lucifer, actually. Was,
yeah, that's right.
Man, I replayed him for hours before I beat him on Nocturne. Chills.
He, in this email, actually brings up Final Fantasy X on the Vita, and yes. That one broke me. The stupid Chocobo race in Remium Temple.
I finally did that too. I was so happy. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Did you do it on the Vita or the PS3?
I did on the PS3. I actually, for those of you watching the live stream, I have a copy of Final Fantasy X and X-2 for the Vita.
I'm gonna tell you why you are probably having trouble. The PS3 has some input problems.
Yeah, which is weird because I never ran into that for the lightning dodging.
Yeah,
which is super weird. So,
I did.
With my PlayStation TV, I will hopefully be able to platinum that game.
The lightning dodges, on the PS3, I actually had to jump before or hit the button before the lightning even made a sound. So I had to predict that it was going to happen and hope that because I was running in a perfect circle that I properly triggered it at the right second, and then I would inevitably get to like 99 or something, and that's right when it would drop, and I'd be so frustrated. Then I popped it in the Vita, first time got it. All the way. And I was like, and I had to rearrange myself to just doing it right when I heard, I think it's when you hear it or something, I don't remember which
flash,
way.
Maybe or something. Yeah.
As soon as something triggered, I knew to hit the button right then and not when pre-planning it.
Yeah.
So Vita version is definitely better, especially the battle load times.
Oh, really?
Everything's faster.
Oh, well, it's on a cartridge.
Better.
That makes sense.
Everything, even downloaded.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Mina, anything for you that you went to go get the trophies or achievements and it just broke you?
I've never. I think the thing that I do is I never aim to get platinum. I'll just see like a trophy that I really want to get or something like that, and I'm like, I've got to do that. The only one that I'm feeling compelled to do a platinum on is Persona 4 Golden. When I gotta beat all of my. Man. I'm gonna do that.
Oh man, I wish you the best of luck.
and I will do it, and you guys will hear about it. So look forward to that in like episode 70. I don't know. I'll have them all by then.
One of our listeners platinumed it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
I'm excited.
Tony did. I'm sure someone else did besides Tony.
Share your secrets. How can I have Rise talk to me more?
I think the secret is you got to get like a printout or something and just mark them off as you hear them, and just.
I actually got the Rise thing without even trying, so everyone can hate me. I just romanced her that game, so
there
I don't know.
There you go.
Weird. All right, next email here from Chris H. He says, "Hey guys, Angel Eye here. Hello.
Hi.
I have a quick question and some other stuff for you. There are butterflies at the beginning of Persona 3, and they also appear in the title sequence of Persona 4. Is this a motif? Is there more of them in Persona 3? Um, yeah, no, I don't remember if there are any more in Persona 3. Persona 4, they're the safe spots. The director really likes butterflies, maybe?
I'm excited.
Okay.
we gotta take this back.
Okay.
Okay. So like the butterfly actually, I believe it represents Philemon, who you should recognize from all of the other Persona games. So the butterfly motif is actually kind of like a callback to it, kind of. And there is some speculation that he has some involvement and that the butterflies are signifying that. There's a lot of people who take on what that butterfly actually means. But if you ever pick up Persona 1 or 2 and you see the guy with the mask in either of those with the, probably I think he has like a ponytail, a brunette ponytail, and he wears a mask or whatever.
Yeah.
It's hinting something towards that, because he was usually the one who gave you the Persona powers. So seeing the butterflies going on is probably hinting towards that.
Angel Eye in chat says, thought it might represent metamorphosis. I think that's probably a pretty good indication too, since the Persona games are all about finding your true self and overcoming challenges. So
yeah,
I think both of them seem equally as likely.
They're always coming of age stories. So.
Yep. Yeah. He continues, I've been watching 2 anime, both of which have visual novels that they are based off of. The first, Clanad. I really liked this show and kept thinking how it reminded me of a game as I watched it. Only found out after it was a visual novel. I've since bought the game and patched it to English so I can get the full stories of the other characters. My mouth is failing me here now. English Clannad as an anime was really good. I recommend it to anyone who's interested, character-driven, and touching. It's unfortunate it has a Deus Ex Machina problem. The other show is called in English When They Cry, a thriller psychological horror show with the occasional body horror scene. The juxtaposition of the art to the mood and themes is quite shocking yet refreshing. I think I'll be looking into one of those games too. According to the source of all human knowledge, Wikipedia, there are 10 of them or so. It's been released 10 times. Not sure, glancing at the page. Also recommend watching the show. Just don't watch it at 2 a.m. like I did. It's creepy, man. So recommendations for 2 anime there as an added bonus. But that's all of our emails and tweets we have for this month. Thank you very much, everyone, for writing in. If you'd like to visit us, you can do so at pickingupthepixels.com. Tweet us at pickingupPixels. Email us at fans@pickingupthepixels.com. And everything else, everything else is on the right-hand side of the page. Musum, where can we find you?
You can purchase my music at musum.bandcamp.com. Some stuff is pay what you want. Most of it's $5 an album. And I thought I had another website I can't think of right now.
Listentomusum.com?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
There you go. And Mina, where can we find you?
Hitbox.tv /Risette, RISETTE. I had to think about it for a second. And Boston?
For me, just go to e1m1.com. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. We always appreciate it, and we'll see you all next month. Bye.
Oh, man. Wow.
Alrighty. So as TVGP always goes, 2 hours at the front, half an hour in the back.
There we go.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching our live stream. We'll see you next month. Always appreciate just a ton of people coming and chatting with us. Hope to see you next month. Bye. Bye.